moment feels like being under a microscope. It's not about vanity, it's about vulnerability. In American culture, we're taught to be confident and outgoing, but not everyone is wired that way. So when the camera comes out, it triggers a fear response. Not because they hate how they look, but because they hate being seen. And here's where it gets deeper. Some people avoid photos because they're disconnected from their own identity. This might sound strange, but hear me out. There's a psychological concept called depersonalization, where you feel detached from yourself, like you're watching your life from the outside. For people experiencing this, seeing a photo of themselves feels weird, almost like looking at a stranger. They don't recognize the person in the image as truly them. It's unsettling, so they avoid it entirely. This is more common than you think, especially among people dealing with depression or trauma. Now let's talk about control. Some people hate photos because a photo freezes a moment they can't control. In real life, you can adjust your posture, change your expression, move around, but in a picture, you're stuck. That one angle, that 1 second. And if it's unflattering, it lives forever. Americans especially grow up with yearbooks, tagged photos on Facebook, group shots that get shared without permission. The lack of control over how you're portrayed can create deep discomfort. It's not about hating yourself. It's about hating that someone else gets to define how you're remembered. But here's the most interesting part. People who avoid photos often have a rich inner life. They value experiences over documentation. While others are busy staging the perfect shot, they're actually living the moment. Research shows that people who constantly photograph events often remember them less vividly because their brain outsources the memory to the camera. But people who stay present without a phone in their face, they encode memories more deeply. So in a way, hating photos can be a sign of someone who values authenticity over performance. They'd rather be real than look good. Of course, this doesn't mean avoiding photos is always healthy. If it's rooted in shame or fear,